Hello, fourth grade students. We're continuing our read of Out of My Shell. And, I just don't know how things are going to go for her summer as it continues. It seems like, she's in one predicament after another. But here we are in chapter 13. And our little fun fact for this chapter is female loggerhead sea turtles are 20 to 30 years old when they build nest for the first time. That's pretty amazing. Chapter 13. The police never came, but Lainey did. She creaked the door open and peeked her head in. With her chin hung down, she said in a small, remorseful voice, "The mob went back to Miami." Then she set up camp on our bedroom floor and began whispering wishes into her shell. My stomach was tied in knots. I couldn't believe I'd exploded like that. "Tell me what Aunt Michelle said before they left." Lainey shrugged. "Can you tell me why they left?" "You." I sighed. That I already knew. "Okay," I said slowly. What I most wanted to know was if Mom was disappointed with me, if she'd been upset by my behavior. "What did Mom say?" Lainey shrugged again. I felt a sudden flicker of anger. "Could you be any less helpful?" I clipped. Lainey shoved the lettered olive into her pocket and gathered her sloth and other belongings. "I'm moving back to Mom's room," she said, then stood there a minute like she was waiting for me to stop her. "Good," I said. "Great, actually." She didn't move. "Go already." Lainey huffed and stormed out of my room. I tried to convince myself that I didn't care what had been said about me, that I didn't care what anyone said about me. But I did. A few minutes later, Mom knocked on my door before entering. As she walked into the room, I kept my chin down and tried not to notice the deep lines around her eyes that meant she'd lost weight the last few weeks. She looked skinny in an unhealthy sort of way. Her face seemed even more hollow than it had that morning. She sat at the foot of my bed. She fidgeted and fiddled nervously with a bracelet on her wrist. She was dealing with a heavy load right now, and I felt terrible for making things worse. No matter how hard I tried to keep her happy, I kept failing at it. When she finally spoke, she said, "I don't want you to blame yourself that Aunt Michelle left. I asked her to go because I'm trying to take control over my life. With her here, that wasn't possible." Practically everything Mom said lately sounded rehearsed. She seemed like a walking, talking wax figure. All I wanted was for her to be real with me, but I didn't know how to tell her that without upsetting her more. "I don't expect you to understand, Olivia, but it's something I need to do for myself," she continued stiffly. "Prove I'm capable of making my own decisions and living my life as I see fit. I don't agree with the way Aunt Michelle handled the incident this morning, but she was right about one thing. You shouldn't have thrown a rock at the inn." I looked up and Mom held my gaze as if she expected an explanation. I managed to bottle up my emotions right tight and neat again, though. A leak wouldn't be good for either of us. "I think I have a pretty good idea why you did it," Mom said. "Something happened with your dad yesterday and you were upset, right? I know you and your father made plans last summer to celebrate your 13th birthday at the sandbar. I thought about making a reservation, but I knew it wouldn't be the same without your father there." I nodded my head. "So you were angry and you took it out on the light next door. I get it." I shrugged that she was partially right. "You understand that there has to be a consequence, don't you?" I said nothing. There were so many things I should have said. Maybe I could have told Mom how I was feeling and the real reason I'd broken the light if she went back to the way she was before. Back when she babbled to herself and hummed tunes while flipping through the mail. Back when she doodled on grocery receipts and cursed at the TV when she thought no one was listening. That Mom I could have talked to. If I said anything to her now, she'd only wind up crying in the pantry again. Okay, Olivia, Mom straightened her back. Hand over your phone. I never took my eyes off hers as I slid open the nightstand drawer. She glanced curiously at my pile of sea glass, but said nothing about it. I retrieved my phone and placed it in her open palm. Mom stared at the phone as though it were a foreign object. As much as she said she wanted control over her life, she was following a script. Like taking my phone was something she was supposed to do, as if the punishment made her a good parent or something. Come on, Mom, I thought. Stop pretending. Now that she had it, she didn't seem to know what to do with it. Dad would have known. He would have explained how I could earn the phone back. Better yet, he would have come up with a more fitting punishment. I mean, how was me not having my phone supposed to fix the light? Mom stood up awkwardly and swatted at her lap as if brushing away non-existent crumbs. I guess I'll put this in a safe place. I felt sorry for her. As hard as she was trying to be strong, she was anything but. She was uncertain, brittle, and weak. It was sad. Right then and there, I ran out of pity. I was sick and tired of worrying that every little thing I did would unhinge her. I was sick and tired of disappointing everyone and being disappointed by them. What was the point in trying? I couldn't take it anymore. My sympathy flared into frustration. Why did I have to keep it together so Mom could figure out her life? She was the adult, not me. I should have been able to talk to her without worrying she'd dissolve into tears. All the anger and unhappiness I've been trying to quell gathered in the pit of my stomach. In that moment, every ounce of pain and fury and heartache I'd been feeling was directed at her. It was the same rage I'd felt when confronting Mr. Shaw. But this time, instead of lunging, I inhaled sharply through my nose and glared. With my stony silence, I pushed her right out of my room. I think we'll stop there. And next time, we'll begin on on page 129, chapter 14. Thanks so much, fourth grade students. Take care and be safe. See you next time. Bye.